Alright, so now what we're doing, we're gonna hop into Farming Simulator 25.
All around
Take a
the
first
world,
look at
farmers know
the
farming is an
what
art.
we got for this
Like life, we
time
know it
around,
can
I
be
guess you could say.
hard. And it can be surprising, too. But sometimes it's about being at the right place at the right time.
Some rice.
A wise man once said that the best lessons are learned under the wide open sky. I think the same thing can be said about our art. Yeah, it can be messy, but it's always beautiful. So beautiful it can help you see yourself and the world in all new ways. In the art of farming, the soil is the canvas. The seeds are the paint.
Maybe
The
interesting.
harvest is the masterpiece.
Yeah, detail is crazy.
Hey, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Is it missing something?
Is it missing chicken?
You're too cute to eat. Maybe some fresh spinach for a change?
Alright. So we're gonna start out in career mode. Always have in the past. This is not my first time playing Farming Simulator, but it has been some time since I played Farming Simulator. I have messed around with this game a little bit just to get some like the basis and get the feel of it again. 'Cause like I said, it's been a while, but I'm gonna do a good walkthrough with you guys for the beginning, and we'll check out what there is to offer. I think you guys will be happy with what you see. We're gonna start out in New Farmer. Well, first off, I'll show you. You could start off with River Bend Springs. I'm gonna like just butcher these names, but Patan Pantai. That's probably so butchered, but go with that. And then you see Longta, Longta. I'm not quite sure how to say this, but either way, those are the farms we can, the maps we can play at this point. Right now, I'm going to stick with the ones I can read, like Riverbend Springs. And I'm going to start out in, you can go New Farmer mode, which you start out with 100,000. You're starting a loan of 0. Economic difficulty is easy. And you start with the farm, and there's a guided intro tour. You can go into Farm Manager. You start out with more money. If you start out at $1 million, your loan is still at 0, and your economic difficulty is normal. And there is no starting farm, and there is no guided tour. Or you can go start from scratch if you're feeling a little bit courageous, because you have your starting money. You only have 500,000 at that point, but you also have a loan already of 250,000 that you're working to pay off. The economic difficulty is set to hard, and you don't have a starting farm, and you don't have a guided tour. So those are the preset settings that you can start with. I like to, and normally when I play, I start out a New Farmer. For the reason of the stream, I am going to continue with the same. So we'll hop into it. We do have some a DLC, the Macdown pack. That I'm not sure if I did install it correctly. But I guess we'll find out. I'm not too worried about it at this point, because at this point we're not going to be buying any big equipment or anything. We're going to be just getting into the farm, just figuring things out, learning. This game, for me, I'm always learning something anyway. But, okay, here we go. We hop in with our character. I'm going to build. What am I going to build? Like I said, I've been in here a little bit. I played around with it. So this is a character I kind of started to build. That's actually the character I'm going to go with. But I can show you guys the different skins if you like. Like there's some girls you can pick. There's different skins for different guys you can pick. You can customize all of that, right? But so far out of the guys, I think I'm gonna go with the one that we jumped in and I was already set to. And you can set glasses. Oh, here, I'll go this way. You can set hair. It's all the preference, right? So I set that. I set the beard just because it was kind of ridiculous. And you know what? I'll be honest. Sometimes my beard can get to be about that length when I don't feel like shaving for a while. And you got some branded clothes, which I think was all here before, if I'm not wrong. But like I said, it's been a while since I was in Farming Simulator, so I'm not sure. But you got all sorts of outfits you can pick. But then you can also go in and you can pick just by item. You can pick, like, there's different shorts, there's different pants. You can customize to your heart's content. That's actually something pretty cool. And one thing that I think is different in Farming Simulator 25 is now you can actually play in, I guess it's third person mode, where you can actually see your characters at third person mode. But previously I don't think you could. I think we had to play where we were like just seeing as our character would see. So, I mean, no matter what you were wearing, like what you were wearing didn't really make a difference before, but now in this one it actually does. So I'm going to put on a Farming Simulator hat. That's one thing I'm going to change. Yeah, my guy doesn't have gloves on, but that's good. I don't really need gloves on him. Glasses, does he need cool glasses? Let's see. So smart, my guy. Those just look wrong. Those look alright, in my opinion. I'm gonna go with those. Not those. Alright, so that's our character. So, welcome to your new farm. It's mid-morning and you arrive at the new farm. Walter, your grandfather, is no longer able to look after the farm, so you are now taking over. Familiarize yourself with the game before you go to greet your grandfather. So, I've taken the time to familiarize myself with the game already, a little bit. Like I said, you're always learning, but I've done a bit. Let's start with your interface. You will find all the important information on your screen. So let's continue. So we got the weather, we got the date up top on the right there, we got time, we got our bank balance. On the bottom left, we've got our mini map, and then you have their tour progression. So that's when you do a job, like when you do a side job or something like that, or whenever you're working on something, it'll show up there on the right hand side and it'll show you the progress of what you're doing. Guided tour. Now that you know the basic user interface, let's move on. You can't just stand here. Please go to the marked location by using the direction controls. So that's your left. You guys know how it works, but it's your left analog stick to control the movement on PS5, and the right is to control the view. So you walk with your left, and you turn your head with your right. We're gonna go see Grandpa Walter. Guided tour. You can talk to the people on farm, specific locations on the map. Press the button to talk to them. So you press X to start conversation. I don't think there was too many people to talk to, if any, in the last farming simulator. I can't remember, to be honest. But here there's a few people we can talk to. Starting with Grandpa Walter here.
Welcome to our lovely farm, kiddo. I'm glad you're here to continue the family business. The fact that you're about to take over the farm makes your pops quite happy, not gonna lie. When your father told me on a visit that he didn't want what I built here, I thought that was it. He even called it a dung heap when he left in his fancy suit. And then he stepped into manure on the way to his car. It's okay that he does his own thing, but I thought I had to sell the farm. Thanks to you, it can stay in the family. You don't know what that means to me. Otherwise, your crazy uncle might have turned it into an amusement park with the main attraction of catching chickens on the fields or something. Anyway, let's not talk about that just now. I can tell you some stories later. And just so you know, I'm not out of the picture just yet. I'm here if you need me, just like your friendly neighbors you should talk to sometime. They're nice people. A bit strange, perhaps, but still delightful in their own ways. So, do you want me to give you a quick tour and show you some things?
For the sake of the stream and giving you guys the tour that I'd like to give you, I think I am going to say yes. Give me a tour, please, because it'll help me help you guys see what's there.
Okay then, let me show you a couple of things. Ease you in. There will always be people to help you out, but it's good to have done all the steps yourself, at least once. Right next to the farm, we're going to work on a field. There's also a big tractor with a cultivator. I'll walk you through how to operate it. I can't wait to see you get started.
Nice. So it says up there on the right, tour progress, meet Grandpa at the barn on your right side. So let's go see him over here. I'm probably going to meet him over there. Oh, yeah, that for an old guy, he sure moves fast. I didn't see him move. Wow. Let's talk to Grandpa again.
Are you ready to roll? Then
Ready to
hop
roll.
onto the tractor and attach the cultivator.
Let's
It's
do it.
just to the back.
Okay, so this is the tractor he wants us to hop on, so we'll hop on here.
Just like that. Exactly. Now we do the work. Meet me at the field over there.
So are we all attached? We are. So this tractor that we're in, it's not brand new. It's got 81.4 hours on it. And it's, got a bit before it needs servicing. Should be good for a while with this. For a little while anyway, with this tractor here. Let's go see,
Here we are. So before we can sow anything on the field, we need to take care of the stubbles, cultivate it, prepare it for the next season. Otherwise, the grain will not grow very well. Lower the cultivator and drive straight ahead. It's easy as spilling milk.
is this going? Okay, control vehicle. is the cultivator. So we're going to, it says switch tool selection, lower tool. So we're going to want to press L1 and circle. And that lowers our cultivator. So now that we've done that, we just need to go ahead and drive forward. Get this cultivated as much as needs for the sake of the tool. The settings to be dealt with after we do the guided tool. I'll take care of those. Do a quick walk through those. These games just get, every time they come out with one, it's just better and better. It's just amazing. Just the quality of the graphics and details they put in and things you can do, and they're always, it's forever expanding and changing and getting better. Grandpa just sitting there watching, standing there, just standing there watching us, so proud. I wonder how long Grandpa's going to stick around the farm before he totally gets off. And growing percent through. This just gives you a rundown of the basic tasks that you need to do. It's good if you've never played the game, or if you're like me and you haven't played it in some time, you need to refresh your course. It's good.
Good. We're done here, kiddo. Now drive back to the garage and get out the seeder. I'll meet you there.
Okay, press OK. Press L1 and circle to lift. Just for future reference, this I'm playing on PS5, so the controls I'm playing are on PS5. Your controls may be different, but it's all, if you're using the guided help on the top left hand side there, it's all there for you.
Now we change tools, kiddo. Get rid of the cultivator and attach the seeder.
So get rid of the cultivator and attach the seeder. You press X. I'm gonna go put the cultivator off to the side here. Just because I'm gonna try and keep things organized. Not sure where things are gonna go in the end, but for now, keep our work area open. So I don't plan on doing too much on this side just yet. So I'll turn this around, back it up here. There, that way it's, you know, if we need it, it's out in the open. Driving in this game takes a bit for me to get used to. It's right here.
Now you need to attach the seeder. Drive back slowly.
Alright, so we're gonna still drive back, but it's not here. You have to put it up. The seeder is in the barn here. So if you're starting out, that's where the seeder is. Back up into the seeder.
That's how it's done. The sewing machine you just attached is empty. But don't you fret, I just went to the store. Next to the shed you will find a big bag with seeds. Get over there to fill the seeder.
Not sure why he says next to the shed when it's right here in the barn. Okay, press X to get out of here, and then press L3. PlayStation to go.
Well done. Now you're ready to go. Last week I cultivated a field over there. Cultivated fields are ready to be sown. It's pretty straightforward. Drive the machine to the field and meet me there. We'll bring out canola.
I think canola's always a moneymaker in Farming Simulator. The field he wants us to go to is, looks like it's field 3. Over here. Well, you know what? I'm not going to go this way because I'm going to make a mess of driving the video. So field number 3 is where he wants us to go, which is right here. I thought he was going to tell us where the field 2.
Here we are. One thing you need to pay attention to is timing. Plants need to be sown in specific seasons. It's midsummer. It's the perfect time to sow canola. In any other period, you might want to switch to a different kind of crop. You can always check the crop calendar. First, we need to prepare the seeder. Choose the canola seeds, as the big bag is filled with all kinds of seeds.
So to choose the seeds, you have to press L1 in triangle. So L1, triangle. Press X for continue. So I'm gonna
Seeding is easy.
pick through to canola.
While seeding, straight lines are important though. Go back and forth to bring out the seed with as few gaps as possible. At some point, you'll have to buy a big bag of seeds at the store to refill it. But now you can use what you've got. Now, you've only got to switch the machine on and lower it to the ground.
So to do that, you press triangle to switch to the tool selection. And to turn on the tool, it's L1 and square. L1 and circle to grab it. And now we just drive. Line myself up a little bit here. And you line up your view however you feel comfortable. This is the view I feel comfortable planning with. Maybe zoom out a little. So I don't know how much of this
That's
field.
how it's done, kiddo.
There you go.
Oh, by the way, always keep an eye on the weather. According to the weather forecast, it's going to rain soon. That's perfect for canola, but not as good for the wheat on the other field. If you want to hire a helping hand at some point, you can. We're done here. The helper will do the rest.
Perfect. Get a higher worker, you press circle. Come in the back a little just so he...
Good job.
I like the back
Field
a little.
workers are a great support if you're busy and cannot finish the job in time.
If you don't, sometimes
Now
you
get
leave
back
gaps.
to the garage and get out the harvester.
Alright, so
Let's
we're
do
gonna
it
go get the
quickly.
harvester.
I'll meet you there.
So switch to the harvester.
There you are. How
But
do you
as I
feel?
was saying-
Are you up for something exciting? Because we'll do the harvesting next. There's a ripe field that needs taking down. Are you still up for it? The header for the harvester sits on the trailer attached at the back. Let's meet at the field, okay, kiddo? But drive carefully. That machine is a beast.
It's a beast. But what I was trying to say before was that the AI workers don't always do a great job. Sometimes they'll miss pieces. Sometimes they go on weird routes. You kind of have to keep an eye on them. But that's basically all you can do. You either do it yourself, or if you hire a worker, you sometimes have to fix what they do. So the harvester, he wants us to take it over to, see, like this hired worker here, I have no idea what he's doing, to be honest. But we'll worry about that later. We'll just finish our guided tour and we'll see what this guy's doing after. He wants us to go over to field 2. We start harvesting. We'll get on field 2.
So, let's do this. You'll need to prepare the machine. With a combine harvester, the header cuts the plants. Those headers have different widths, depending on the size of the combine. Go detach the trailer. Then drive the harvester with its front to the header and attach it.
So I'm just going to drop it right here. So you press X to detach, it's X again. And then you literally just drive up with the front of the machine to it. Once you get close enough, it'll know. You press X, get into the menu again. You press X
Good,
again
you're
for
almost
attach.
set now. Before you can start harvesting, the grain tank needs to be unfolded. Do that and bring yourself into position on the field.
So you unfold the grain tank. It's L1 and X. So you got to hit X to get out of here. Press L1 and X, and it'll unfold. We'll head over to where he wants us to start harvesting.
You can see that the field is nearly done already. I was feeling a little wobbly in the knees earlier, so I left it for you. Thought you might want to try it out anyway. All you need to do is to steer the harvester into the field. Unfold the tank, start the harvester, and do the rest.
So I'm gonna press X, L1, and square.
With a combine of this
We'll turn it
size,
on.
harvesting takes some time. But soon you will be able to buy a bigger one. Now go at it and show the crop who's the farmer.
I'm gonna back up a little because what I want to do is line myself up a little bit better. It's probably more than I need to back up, but so then you press to lower the header. You're gonna press L1 and then circle, and then just drive. For those of you who've played this before, it's a little bit too much information probably. You probably know all this stuff already, but I'm just going to point this out. This doesn't take up much of the time to just explain for the people who are just starting out. There is different settings you can do for the, like for the drop, for the swath in the back. Like these are all settings we'll get into later. Because you can set it up so this stuff behind can sometimes be picked up and used for certain things. And sometimes you can just leave it so it just spreads throughout the field and ends up getting cultivated back into the field. It all depends on what you want to do and what you're using certain materials for, what you need things for. So it's all on, a lot of it is based on you and what you want to do. For the sake of this stream, I'm not going to bother picking it up. It's not at this point. Maybe I decide to do later. Sure what I hit there, but it wouldn't let me go any further. I got kind of stuck. On here. Something in the soil. We're at 91%. That little bit that we had left back there, what we'll get. That'll finish this stuff in. That train just flying by now. Put back to the train in this one again.
Nice one, kiddo. That's it. You have my blood in your veins, after all.
Look at that, I'm making
The
rain
harvester
proud.
has a limited capacity to store the crop. Now we need to unload the wheat onto a trailer to sell it. Prepare your harvester for unloading by unfolding the pipe.
I've got to unfold the pipe, but it's going to bug me out to take off this last little bit that they didn't want us to take off. So now, to unfold the pipe, you press L1. You press the down on the keypad.
The pipe will start extending, and the wheat will start to pour out automatically. But we're missing something, aren't we? There's no trailer here just yet. Go get the trailer in the garage.
Okay, to do that, I'm going to press X. going to use the D-pad to
Come back to the field
skip
so
over
we can
to
unload.
that tractor that has the trailer. And I'm going to just grab that there. Oops. Just gonna go the wrong way. I didn't realize that which shed this marker was in. Look over right here. And I'm just gonna drive right under it and it should start spilling into the trailer.
To empty the tank of your harvester, pull along to it on the driver's side of the harvester. The trailer is in the correct position directly below the pipe. The harvester will start to unload automatically. Neat, huh? Wait it out until it's unloaded.
So if it's empty, it'll stop, or if the trailer's full, it should stop as well.
Well done, kiddo. You can either store the crop in your silo, or you can sell it. This load I promised to a vendor friend of mine. He's already waiting for you. So all you gotta do is drive the tractor with the trailer to his unloading station. Now drive to the grain elevator to sell the wheat.
Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. Grain elevator. Is it marked or not? It is. Okay, so we'll leave this machine here for now. We will head back to this side here. Just gonna cut through my grandpa's farm, or my farm, whatever you want to call it. Oops. It's a little wonky. It's a very touchy steer. It takes a bit of getting used to. Awesome. What did I do here? Where was that thing? Go right. Gotta pass it to make it open. Okay, I'm picking up this car. This stuff. So it's going to be in here. Oops, again. Definitely a bit of figuring out. Like, it'll take some practice to get used to the sensitivity of rolls.
This is one of many selling points. If you don't like the prices you get on the market, you can also store the grain in your farm silo to wait it out. Sell your goods later. But now, let's get to it. Drive the trailer over the tip area and unload.
Do that. We're just going to pull up just a little. Press X and then R1 and the triangle. Look at our money go
Well
up.
done. At some point, you'll do this in your sleep. Now, let's go back to the farm, shall we?
We shall. Back to the farm, you said. I'd like to know, if we're taking over the farm, why is he telling us to do so much stuff? I'm pretty bossy for a guy who's not running the farm. Alright, head back to the bossy grandfather. See what he's got for us to do now. I can't wait to get into exploring this whole map, because just looking around a little bit that I've seen, it's crazy. There's so much to do, so many places to explore, so many fields to work. Like every single time they put out a farming simulator, it's wicked. I know when I got into Farming Simulator 22 first, I was like so addicted to that game. It was crazy. It's a lot of stuff to do. You could literally play this game all day and you'll still find more to do. We got new crops that we're able to take care of, some new animals we're able to raise. It's just never ending. Okay, we'll turn in here because this is, I think we could have turned in the last spot, but turn in here since we missed the first one. Over to that thing. You have successfully completed your tasks. Please get out of the vehicle. Okay, so to do that, you press square. And go talk to Grandpa one more time. You can talk to people on your farm, and at specific locations on the map. Press the button to talk to them. So you press X. Get out of that dialogue. And then you press L3
You're back.
to talk to Grandpa again.
Splendid. I started wondering if you joined your father. Well, where were we?
That's kind of rude.
Right. You've seen the most important steps on the field now. There's always more to do, like yield improvement, liming, fertilizing, weeding. Those require special equipment. Next thing is gaining a bit of a feel for everything. I'll just leave you to it so you can try out a few things.
Perfect.
You don't want your old grandpa meddling with your business all the time, do you?
No, we don't.
But I'll be here if you need anything. If you want more detailed info, you can also ask Ben. He has been one of my most trusted helpers in the past. He will gladly explain a lot of farming techniques.
Perfect.
Now, get to farming. Dung heap indeed. You'll do just fine. This farm is your farm now.
Perfect. Let's get off my property. Okay, now we can get to go explore a little bit more on our own and see the things we can do. I'll show you guys a couple of things that I know just from my quick little bit that I've explored. before this, there's uh, there's a project I guess we can start over here. Looks like there's a shed, small shed we can build. We're gonna have to go get some wood beams, some planks long, and some planks. If you've played previous farming simulators, that's all to do with the logging and forestry side of things. So that's like it's there. There will be somewhere we'll be able to go get this material, whether we harvest that material ourselves and get it all made ourselves, or if we go and we actually buy it somewhere. I believe we should be able to buy that material somewhere. But we'll worry about that later. We do have bees starting off here, which is cool. I've done some bees in the past on other farming simulators. I like this setup. The look of it is kind of cool. They definitely upgraded the look of the whole bee area. That's what you want to call it. Because the previous was kind of not very detailed, and it just looks better now, so far from what I can see. I know over here there is a pasture where we have, I believe it was 3 cows to start off with. Yeah, 3 cows. So we've got a little bit of start into the cattle side of things. So these are our cows. There is other animals we can get into. Um, so now, looking at the map, I'm just going to look at the map quick and see. These maps are a little bit confusing. These all of these menus are they could be kind of confusing at first. There's two main um, menus, I guess you could say. On PlayStation, if you press the button with the 3 lines, this is the menu that you pull up, and you'll have a map, your crop calendar, your cow pasture, um, like this is your animals. I guess it'll be for all of your animals. There's the cows, uh, is what's showing right now, but we'll get more into that. But then if you go down, there's contracts you can go do to get paid for. Like you can go do some um, I guess deadwood work for this guy, fertilizing, harvesting, hoeing, more hoeing, rock removal, and wood transport. So if you have the equipment that can do these jobs, you can go do it using your own equipment, or you can lease the equipment that is required to do that for a lesser fee. So, for example, if I was to go work for Ben and do harvesting at this point and use that equipment, um, I mean, you can use your own equipment, even if you don't have that exact equipment. I believe you can use um, different types of equipment. As long as you get the job done, don't think it matters, but I may be wrong there. But either way, if you want to use that exact equipment, you can lease it all, and you can do this job for it would end up being $1,000 less than the contract reward says, which is still pretty good. That's I mean you'll make almost 6,000 opposed to almost 7,000. Um, so and there's other jobs you can do, and these are changing all the time. So that being said, you get down to there's the production chains, you have the bakery, biogas, there's canning, there's carpentry, there's cement factory, there's Cooper. I'm not sure what Cooper is, but I'm sure we'll figure that out. Then there's a grain mill, an oil mill, a paper factory, a playground maker hall. Okay, that's different. There is a rope maker, a sawmill, a spinnery, a tailor shop, and a wagon builder. So those are all production chains that we can probably at least access. I'm assuming we can probably buy them all as well, or build our own at some point. And then here is prices. So say for example, if you're selling barley, you can sell barley at the farmer's market for 8.17. I'm not sure what the measurement is, but that's the prices that you can sell them for. And on the left, just under distance, is obviously how far away from you that place is to go and deliver it to. And you can go down the whole list, and it'll tell you all for barley, canola, carrots, corn, cotton, every crop that we do. There, it gives you a list of where to sell it and how much to sell it for. And then obviously you have your save, your settings, your help, and your quit. So I'm just going to jump into the settings since we're here. And we're going to run through these settings quick because there is a few changes I know off the hop that I like to set my game. So I'm just going to run quickly through these settings and then we will continue with the game. I'm not going to worry about my game save name. Autosave interval can stay the same. Time scale stays that way. Economic difficulty I won't change. Seasons. I'm going to leave season growth on for now. I may turn that off at some point because it won't let us grow certain things at certain times if you have this on. So it gets a little bit gets to be a pain in the butt really sometimes. But anyway, there's days per month. So I guess every time you sleep is 1 month. Or every time it goes from daytime to nighttime is like when it skips to the next day. You don't skip just 1 day in game. 1 day in game is technically 1 month, if I'm explaining that correctly. Fixed visual month is off. Snow is on, so if it's season for snowing, we're going to get snow. That could get interesting because plowing can be really quite the task in this game. Crop destruction. This is one that I am going to turn off because it becomes kind of not good if you leave it on. Periodic plowing required is off, and I'm going to leave it that way. Fieldstone I will leave on because I at some points I do like to collect it, and it doesn't really make a difference too much, I don't think, if you don't collect it. Lime I'm going to turn off for the time being. I may turn that back on. Weeds I will turn off. Disaster destruction. Okay, when I checked this out previously, I left it enabled, but for the sake of the stream, I think I'm going to leave it visual only. I didn't realize that was a setting, so I'm going to leave that at visual only. That way we will see, I'm guessing we will see the disaster, because I think there's tornadoes and stuff, but I don't think it'll ruin anything on the farm that way, is what the gist I'm getting from that. So dirt on the vehicle, so that's how dirty it gets. We'll leave it at normal. Automatic start, we'll leave it at on. Stop and go, leave it. Trailer fill limit off. Fuel usage is normal. So AI, I like to leave it as the way it is. So this the way it is AI workers will they will buy their own fuel, buy their own seeds, buy their own fertilizers, slurry, everything. This way they buy it all, so they don't eat into your supply. That's the way that I like to leave it. So I will go up into the next. That's under the game settings. I know this may be a bit tedious because I mean, going through settings is never the fun part of the game, but I'd like to get it out of the way right in the beginning. That way it's done. So I'm going to start at the top. Help window, I will leave it on. Colorblind mode is on because I actually am colorblind. Interactive zone markers. I'm not too sure what those are, but I'll leave them on. Info trigger on. Info box, I'll leave it on. Money unit, I will leave it at, you may be, if you're just starting the game, it's likely in euros. But I do things in dollars. Yours is likely in miles, but mine I'm doing in kilometers. Yours would be, I think, in Fahrenheit. but I'm doing it in Celsius, and area would be in hectares, but I'm doing mine in acres because these are all measurements that I use here. This is the measurements I've grown up being used to. So radio I will leave off. Radio range, put it at vehicle only, I guess. Reset vehicle camera I will put off because I like it to, once I set it to where I like it to stay there. So next time you get into that vehicle, it's in that same position. Indoor camera suspension. Okay, what is this one? This one is if turned on, the indoor camera follows the movement of the seat suspension and gives a more realistic feel. So it says it's more realistic if it's on, so we will leave it that way. Dynamic vehicle cameras, I'm going to leave that on. Invert Y look, I'm going to leave that off. Easy arm controls, anything that's easy sounds good to me, so we'll leave that on. Camera sensitivity, we will leave that at 100% for now. Vehicle arm sensitivity, these settings we will leave. I did adjust the steering sensitivity a little bit down to 90% because I found that at 100% I was smashing into almost everything. So I personally turned it down to 90. You can set it to what you prefer, obviously. Direction change is automatic and gear shift mode is automatic. Vehicle speed is what's the speedometer value is showing, and switch to trains is on. Wood harvester automatic cutting is on. Sound volume master, these I would leave it all at whatever they are set at. I mean, this again is all something that's preference, but I leave it all like that stuff. So as far as settings are concerned, those are done. So we'll just hop back into the game area. So now I will look at quickly. We will look at our map because there's different maps. This one is your growth map, your crop types. You got growth, you got soil composition, hotspots, farmland, create jobs, active workers, and back to crop types. So right now, what I want to see is the growth, or I guess, because what I want to figure out is the state of our fields. So this one here is field 4. So this one would be stubble or tillage, I guess. Or would that be growing? I think that one's growing because this one's been planted already. So fields 5, 3, and 2 need to be planted. So those are things we need to work on. But because we've already worked on a field a little bit, yeah, you guys kind of got the ideas of working the fields. What I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase a couple of things at the store because I know we need it for our animals. And I know one thing I want to do with this farm is I personally would like to buy goats. I'm going to put goats on my farm. So I'm going to start with animal husbandry right off the hop. So I know there's a girl that we can talk to. I'm going to grab one of the tractors. Just got to get my bearings here. Where one of these, I know there's a tractor somewhere here. Another one that isn't on a trailer. I believe we started out with 2 tractors. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's in the barn. Just didn't know what barn it was in. So we'll take this one here. I'm going to go over to Grandpa because Grandpa will actually tell us where to go talk to he tells us a bit about who we can talk to and where. So I'm going to start a conversation with him by pressing Alt3.
What's up, kiddo?
So, who can help me around here? Let's chat. I need to go, so I need to find out who can
A couple of
help us.
people in town can help you, kiddo. We have experts on agriculture, animal husbandry, and forestry. What do you need help with?
So, what I'm trying to do is obviously animal husbandry, so I'm going to go there.
Talk to Katie, our local animal farmer. She's a very nice person. Competent, charismatic. She can tell you about different kinds of livestock. She's a trader, too, if you think about starting animal husbandry.
Perfect. So, what else can you tell me about her? Where can I find her? So, what I want to do is, where can I find her? So, I don't know if you've noticed, but down on the bottom right of my screen, there is a ping. It says 617 meters away. So, if you follow your to that ping, it will be where Katie is. So, that's exactly what we're going to do. Yeah, we're in the right direction. So we'll head this way, go for a bit of a drive. While I'm driving, it'll be a good time to look around a little bit, check things out, see, maybe learn how to drive. As I said, driving in Farming Simulator, it's a little bit touchy. You might want to adjust the controls for your comfort. I personally think it is just like this map. I haven't even checked out the other ones yet. I won't even lie. Like, I'm going to stop here for a moment and I'm going to look around. Like, look at the view that you have. Just, like, it's insane to think what they've done with these games. From the first ones to these ones. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I know on our route here, we're going to end up going over a little bit of a bridge. It's just, like, the things you see, the detail they put in, it's just great. This game it's always been one of my favorites, and I'm pretty sure it always will be. It's a more slow-paced, relaxed game. It's not like, I also play Fortnite, which I'm sure if you've looked at my channel, you've seen. I do a lot of Fortnite. That's more high-paced. That's more like go kind of, you're grabbing guns or shooting, or you need to be on the move. This one is very like calm and relaxed. I mean, take your time. There's things you need to do, but it's just a much more relaxed game. I believe this is where we gotta go and see our friend Katie. I say friend, but I don't know, maybe she's not a friend. Maybe she's me. We got a spot here just for us. Perfect. She's waiting for us. Oh, there she is. Alright, so we're going to press L3 to start talking to her.
Oh, hi. You're Walter's grandkid, aren't you? I'm Katie. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Katie. Nice to meet you, too. Likewise, but how do you know who I am?
Let me welcome you to our small town. As I just said, I'm Katie. I took over my parents' farm 4 years ago, continuing the family business after traveling the world as one does. But I'll tell you all about that another time. So what can I do for you?
I was wondering, getting the lay of the land, just introducing myself to the neighbors. I wonder if it makes a difference in what your reply is. But
that's very admirable of you. What else can I tell you? I specialize in livestock. We got chickens, cows, sheep, pigs, horses, even bees. Also our recent additions, goats and water buffaloes.
I'm going to do both.
It's quite an eclectic ensemble of creatures, if I can say so myself. If you want to dip your toes into animal husbandry, come to me. I'm not only dealing with the livestock, I can also give you important advice. I've been working with animals all my life, you see. Even when traveling the world, I occupied myself with the local fauna. And I collected some stories on the way, if you're interested sometime. That and some myths and legends. Maybe I should start a podcast.
Shit.
Anyway, I'm sure you and I have got stuff to do, animals to feed and so on. So
Yes,
don't
I
let me
do.
keep you. I'm sure we'll have time to talk again.
All right. So, to raise goats, which is what I'm trying to do, I
Hello,
I know
hello.
the gist of it, but let's see what she has to say here. Can I help you with something? I need help with animal husbandry. Tell me about yourself. Tell me something interesting, and I need to go. Those are our options. So I'm gonna pick just to show you guys what the options are. I will show you. I need help with animal husbandry so you guys can see the kind of stuff that she helps with.
Sure, what can I help you with?
So you can pick whatever animals you're interested in, and these are the, I guess even well, silage and TMR. You can get info on that as well. But for our sake, we're going with goats, so we'll do that. So the options are: how do I feed goats, how do I keep goats, and what equipment do I need? So I'm going to go with the how do I feed goats, and go with that, because how to keep goats, I already know that goats are kept in the same as what sheep are kept. So that's pretty simple, pretty easy to figure out, pretty easy to set up. So I will show you how to do that as soon as we're done here.
Feeding goats is quite simple. They like hay or grass. That's it. Just unload it at the feeding area of your barn or pasture. If you are growing grass on your fields, you can feed them fresh grass during the summer. And for the cold winter months, you can use hay.
That's perfect. So by the sounds of it, goats are very easy to keep. I know there's a couple of things we're going to have to buy. So one thing we're going to have to buy is some form of a tank to haul water. But since we're going to need that for the cows anyway, it's fine, because it'll serve its purpose for the cows and the goats, so that's great. So what I'm going to do is, you could find out on your own if you need to. How do I keep goats? What equipment do I need? She'll help you with all of that. So, but I'm going to exit, and I'm going to head back to the farm. And what we're going to do is we're going to start setting up for goats. So we'll take further steps at some point. I may, just as a little bit of information, just so you guys know, I may play some things that I think will be more tedious. I may do it off screen, because I do enjoy just playing the game, and I may do some of the stuff that's less important, like planting and harvesting and that kind of stuff. I will probably do some on screen, some off screen. Depends on what I'm doing. If I'm harvesting a crop, because I tend to do a lot of canola, because canola is it's always been, I don't know if it's going to be now, but it has always been a big money maker in Farming Simulator. So if that's the case in this one, I will probably be a lot of the times doing canola. So if it'll tend to get repetitive, what I'm trying to say, if I'm always doing canola. So I'm sure you guys don't want to see me doing the same crop over and over. So if I'm doing something that's very tedious, I'll do it on my own. If it's something that I've done that's new, I will at least hop in so you guys can see it, once or twice. I will always hop in if I'm using a new machine. I will always be on screen. If I'm doing something that's very, something major or something new, I will always hop on screen to show you that. If I'm making an addition, I will show you that on screen as well. Anything that's big, you'll see. Anything that's small, I'll do it, and I'll do the opposite. So I know from previous, like goofing around and just learning the lay of the land here a little bit, I know exactly where I want my goats, and it's going to be like, I got my cows right here because that's where they put them. I'm going to put my goats right here. It just seemed like I had that just like doing a test run. This seemed like a really good place to put them. So that's exactly what I'll do. And to do that, I'll show you, you go into your menu. Thing is, I got to figure out which menu it is. So as soon as I figure that out, okay. So on PlayStation, it is the center, the big black center button. And you go into your build or construction, there it is, construction menu. And you search for your animals. So we're looking for, we want goats, but it is goats and sheep are housed in the same pen. What do you guys think? If you have, how big do you think I should go with the goats? 14,000, 48,000, or 51,000 is the ones I'm thinking. There's no way I'm investing 97,000 right off the top, but any of the other ones might be good. So let's see. 14,000 gives us a place for 19 animals, 26 animals. There's 48,000, 26 animals, a place to keep your sheep. What else here? So this gives you, okay, this doesn't give you water. This doesn't give you water. So this one here gives you, I think we're going to go off, now that I'm looking at what it does. I'm going to start off with this one because place to keep your sheep. I'm not sure if that means we have to water it ourselves, or if that means, because I know this one takes watering for a fact, but does that mean that these other ones water themselves? I'm curious now, because it doesn't have a water icon there. Because I know what to do with it, I'm going to go with the smallest one, just for now, until I'm a little bit more willing to explore, I guess. So I'm going to zoom in a little. Like I said, I was going to put it here. But where? Maybe I need to turn it around. You know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. Just to conserve space, I'm going to move that trailer out of the way. I'm going to turn my goat pen and fit it right in that little spot there. I think that'll be perfect. So we conserve farm space. I think it'll look good. I mean, if not, we can always change it later, but for now, try this. I was going to put it in that other side there, but I think here may be better. Because this ends up just being a spot where we're going to store vehicles and stuff anyway, and we got lots of room to store vehicles. So. Just we don't got nothing yet. Like I'm just thinking what could be here is just so. This game, the options, like just the things you can do. It's a crazy game. So I'm going to stand back here. I'm going to press the middle button, go back to the construction menu. I was just on it. Okay, construction. Go down to my goats. Okay, where are we on it already? Yeah, there we go. So I've got this almost turned around to the way that we want it. Because if you look, the watering where we water them is right there. I do need to zoom in. It's right in the middle there. So gonna try and get this as close as I can to that other, to the cow's pen, I guess. Oops. It's a little touchy. So I might not be able to get it right perfect, but I'm gonna get it as close as I can. Oh, one thing they could have done is make this a little less touchy. Like, the controls are very touchy when it comes to this, very touchy when it comes to driving. It would have been, okay, you know what? Oops. Are you kidding me? There's got to be a setting or something that I can make this less. There you go. You know what? That's as good as it's going to get right now. So we're going to place it right there. Do you want to customize the fence? I'm not going to bother with that at the moment because I don't know how. Do you want to plant a meadow for sheep pasture? Yes, that we want to do. So that's perfect. So they got a nice meadow. So now we got our, that's, you know what, that's great. I'm going to hop out of here and we'll take a little tour of what we just built. So this is what we put down. A little bit of a gap there between there, but I mean, there may be some decorative stuff we can put in there, like some barrels, some bins, or whatever, just to make it. Because I know there used to be decorative stuff you can put in there anyway, I believe. But for now, we'll just leave it like that, and we will build up. So this is where you're going to water your animals that are in this pen, whether it be sheep or goats or whatever. This here is where you're going to buy the animals, and this here is where you're going to put the food. This one here, I believe if it's like the previous farming simulators, you can buy it from here and have them put right in the pen. But I believe if you go to the animal dealer, which we haven't found yet, but if you go to the animal dealer and you have the equipment to pick up the animals, I believe you save you save money. So that's something to keep in mind. But for the sake of time and what I'm doing, I am just going to buy the animals right here. So I'm going to open the animal dialog box by pressing L3. And we're looking for goats. So this is sheep and goats. You got Landris of Benthium, Steinschaft. Again, I'm probably butchering all this. I am horrible at, like, Farming Simulator has some pretty, I don't know, these, it's just not names and stuff that I deal with every day, so it's not stuff I really know how to pronounce correctly. But Swiss Black Brown Mountain, that one I can read and pronounce pretty safely. Black Welsh Mountain, these are all sheep. Now we get down to goats, so it's just, you got 3 basic goats. Is that looks like to be right. So you can buy them at 0 months, 3 months, or 16 months. So I'm going to buy 2 of them of each. So I'll buy 2 of these. So do you want to purchase 2 animals? Goat 0 months for $460. That's a bit pricey, but we'll do it. So we paid $30 more for each one, but now they're there in the pen. So we'll buy 2 of these. So do you want to purchase 2 animals? Goats, so we're buying 2 goats at 3 months old for $691. So we bought those. So it would have been $616 if we bought it, I guess, from the store and picked it up ourselves. So we paid a little bit more. And then I will buy 2 of these at 16 months. So let's press buy. So that's for $16.55. So again, it's a little bit more. So I knew I was going to pay a little bit more. That's fine. So now let's go see what we bought. Well, look at our goats. So this here is the medium-sized ones. They do amazing with these animals. Like, just the quality of the graphics. You know, I mean, it's not perfect, but it is great. Let's see if this one plays around. They're so cute when they play around. Doesn't want to play around. I'm sure through gameplay you'll see them play around. This is the full-size ones right here. Seen one of that? Oh, is that? Yeah, that's one of the little guys. There's a little guy right there. There's all three that are in the picture. You got a little one, medium-sized, and a big one. We have two of each. Oh, look at that little guy. They are just the cutest. So yeah, basically wanted to go. It's just because these little guys. At one point we'll get the babe. We'll get all three ages of the cows in here. Right now, I believe that's the oldest ones we have in here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to now buy a watering. I have to buy a some form of tank to water the animals. So to do that, we go to our, where is the store here? So it is in the, I believe it's under this menu. Is it under vehicles? I believe it's under this menu somewhere. I believe that's the category right there. And we will go with I'm going to go with the second last one. Okay, this is the first item that we can buy here. We got custom license plates. Some nice custom license plates we got there. A nice chrome finish. I think I'm gonna leave this one just as is. I don't think there's anything I need to change here. I'm a big fan of chrome. It just looks so nice. And this tank holds 8,000 liters. That should be, for the animals that we have, I'm pretty sure that'll be enough. Only thing I'm a little bit concerned about with this one is I'm not 100% sure on how I fill this one, but we'll figure it out. So with everything, I believe it's everything in the store, you have the option to lease or buy. I am not a fan of leasing. I think it's a waste of money. I only do it if I like run really low and I have no option other than leasing. So that being said, I will buy this one, and the buy price is base price is 25,000. Then if you start adding options, which I didn't with this, so my price is 25,000. So that's what I'm spending now, which will take me down to a grand total of 60,836 is what I've got left. And you have, when you purchase something, it drops it outside the store. So I'm going to take this tractor here. I'm going to drop this piece of machinery here. Equipment, I should say. Ooh. There's that fancy farming simulator driving, right? Just gonna drop it here in this little storage area here. Just so it's out of my way for now. I'm yet gonna have to figure out where everything's gonna go. Everything in town will have a home. It'll have a place where it'll always be when it's not being used. So when you are looking to go somewhere, the best way I find for myself, again, you guys will all figure out your own way of what you prefer. But if you go to the map, you go to the hotspots, and you can find, how did I get off that? Sorry. You set yourself to hotspots again, and then you go over to the area here. I guess you call this the city, I guess, this part right here. There is two store icons. There's this one here, which I have not explored yet. I'm not sure what that one is, but the one that you're going to want to go pick up your equipment at is this one right here. So what I do is I select it, and then I tag the place. That way it's tagged, and if you look on your screen there, again, just like when we were going to visit that lady about the livestock, it's got a nice tag there that sends you in that direction. Then it takes a lot less worrying with the map. You don't have to look down at the map as much as long as you're going in that. Whoop! Oh my god. I'm gonna have to take some lessons on driving. Maybe sooner than later. So, now that I'm off the fence, go ahead. I just got scared there. I thought I was gonna have to reset my tractor. Which, for those of you who don't know, it's always been, unless they've changed it, it's always been an option. If you do get in a tight spot where you really mess up with your vehicle, which I have, you can re-switch your tractor back to the store. I believe it resets it back to, if I recall correctly. This bridge here is nice view. I'll stop here just momentarily just to show you guys the view. Yeah, it's nothing spectacular, but it's just when you're thinking like it's a video game, like look at this. Like that's just insane. In my opinion, that's just crazy. I'm assuming that's a train bridge over there then. It's really something. So I'll back in the tractor. We'll get going back to our where our tank is that we bought. It's marked there. You can actually see it on the map. Now on the mini map. It's got the ping. You can actually see an outline of the tank we just bought. This tank is gonna help us a lot because it's a little bit bigger one. It's not the biggest you can buy, but to buy the biggest one, I believe you need to buy a truck. This one, I believe you can still haul with this. I'm hoping. I think you can still haul it with this one. May need a stronger tractor, which if you do, you have our other tractor, I believe, is a little stronger. And maybe this is the strongest one we have. I never even, to be honest, looked to see which one is our strongest tractor. So now, as I told you guys before, I did mess around with this a little bit previously, and the only place that I have filled up, and that was with a smaller tank, was right behind my farm. It was like right here. I actually filled up right in this water, and I literally just backed the tank in and hit fill, and the tank filled. So I'm going to try that with this and see if it works with this tank the same way. I'm thinking it probably will, but only one way to find out. So to do that, I'm going to, just for the sake of getting back to our farm easily, I tag our cow pen. So just that way, you guys will see me doing that a lot. I won't tell you guys every time that I'm doing it. I'm just so you guys get a understanding of the way I do things and why I'm doing them. I'll just explain a couple times, but I just figure it's easier that way. So that way, if you get turned around somewhere, you don't have to look at the map much, but you can kind of work between the mini map and that ping. You should be able to figure out exactly where you're going. To get to a watering spot, pretty sure I know exactly where it is without the map or cleaning up or anything like that. So now that we're back on the farm, I'm going to do it this way this time just to see if this works, because if it does, then it's easy enough to do, or it was easy enough to do with the other tank. This tank's a little bit bigger, so it may not be as easy. Might actually have to take a different route with this thing. Because the way I did it with the other one is I literally went down here, and just below here there's water. But I'm going to see if this is going to be okay with this one. I think going downhill might be okay. Coming back up might be a different story, because I don't know what kind of weight this is going to be behind here. I'm hoping I'm not getting myself into any trouble here right off the hop. Well, I'm in sync. So I'm going to just loop around this part, because the spot that we're going to back this tank into is actually on the other side here. This spot right here worked really great with the other tank, but I don't exactly know how this is going to work. I'll be honest. Two reasons. One, these are horrible trailers for backing up. Horrible for backing up these things, just because I mean, I'm not sure, that might have been an option that we could have set when I bought this thing. Okay, refill. So that's perfect. So I can move both from right here. So this may work. Go L3 to refill. This, if we have no other option that we find, this will do. In a pinch. Given, like, you might be just, if you've played this game before I have here, you may be just, like, laughing your butt off, like, because I'm filling it up this way. But, anyway, it works. We'll see later if I find a better spot. But for now, let's stay there. Okay. So now we have a full tank of water. And we're going to try and see if we can just river up that hill. Again, like I said, I don't know, we may have to take the long way around. which is no big deal, but I'm thinking this tractor could make it up that hill with this tank, but judging the way it's working on this little incline here, I might be completely wrong. I'll go on a little bit of a... Come on. Oh, look at this. Yeah, this is not the way we're going to want to do it all the time. We're going to make it up this time, I think. But that's not the way you're going to want to go all the time. So I'm going to first water our goats. To do so, it should be just driving right up by the water symbol here. You should notice the menu change. So, like the north here, I gotta have a certain side of this thing on there. And get nice and close to that thing. Okay. So this is going to take a little bit for me. There's got to be close. Okay, so this is do you not water animals with these things? I'm gonna hop out and take a look at this tank. Maybe it can't be done. I think it can be. Is there something I need to open? I'm not really sure what's going on here, so it's gonna take a little bit of playing around, that's all. So this is interesting. I'll try the cows now and see if it's any difference. I mean, I'm pretty sure that watering cows and watering goats is identical. Turn this. Yeah, if you guys are watching this, somebody's watching the stream and you know something I'm doing wrong, you're like, for some reason doing something wrong is what I'm trying to say. And let me know, because I mean, like, this is all learning experience for me too. I could have sworn that last, oh, there you go. I believe, I set to hoping it's dumping in the pen across the water. That takes that much water. Holy smokes. Dude, these guys take a lot of water. Okay, so we got that one to work, so I guess it's just placement, right? It's the cows took 3/4 what I had here. So now I'm going to try and get as tight as I can to this watering trough, because I wasn't picking it up before. Oh, there we go. Now it's showing. I don't know why it wasn't showing before, but now it's showing. That's all that matters. At least I'm able to water. Okay, good. So one tanker will do the cows and the goats. That's perfect. That's exactly what we need. And we still have 6% left. But because it's so quick and easy to do, I'm going to go fill up this tanker one last time for this feeding round, I guess you can say. And so then next time we go to feed the animals, it's just a matter of pick up the tank and feed them. I'm not too worried about the crops at this point because anything there that I care about at the moment. We haven't done any planting or anything like that. So, but we're getting somewhere. That's what's important. And all of our animals, I believe, all the animals right now will eat grass or hay. So that makes it should be relatively easy to feed. I mean, I don't think it gets easier than that. We're feeding them. Not at this point, anyway. Back up a touch. We're gonna have to really get used to driving this trailer, like this type of trailer. I'll be honest, like had I known it was this type of steering on this trailer, I probably wouldn't have bought it. But now that I have it, I'm gonna make do. These are so much of a pain in the butt to back up in two places. Yeah, I try to avoid this. See, this is exactly why I avoid them. One thing I do know is if you hit them more straight, you just keep it straight, you're better off. But the problem is keeping it straight. And that's not the way to do it right there. I think I'm digging myself a deeper hole here. Oh boy. What are you doing? I'm gonna get myself in a pickle here. This is funny. Okay. Right there is why I hate them. Oh. Seriously. Seriously. I'm just trying to get out of here and then I'll set myself up, line myself up better. The first time that I came down obviously went a lot better. I got myself stuck, dude. Oh boy. Okay, now we're out of that mess. Let's see if we can get ourselves back into that mess. Right there is where I want to get myself. Just, I don't even think I have to get myself in the water. I just have to get myself close to it. It takes so little to make this thing turn. Before you know it, you're turning the wrong way. Just like that. Maybe like that, eh? Let's try something. There is a different option. Like if I take this back and I can buy, I believe there's a trailer like this one that has the other trailer type. That's what you want to call it. Okay. So I'm gonna get nice and close to that spot here. So then there's less backing up here. Yes. Right there. See, you can refill right from here. So that's not horrible. I know that certain places you refill the water, you have to pay. In certain places, free. This would be obviously because I'm taking it right from the river. It's going to be free. Free is always better. Okay, see if we can spin this around quick. Start getting into more trouble. Nice. Did it. Okay, so we're gonna see if we get back up to our phone. Put this somewhere. So then when we need it to feed our cows and our goats again, it's there. And we're gonna have to spend a bit more money to are we gonna make it? We got it. Well, we made it last time, so. Okay, so what I want to do now is get our cows and our goats fed. I'm going to drive right over this here for a minute. It don't really matter. For now, it doesn't matter. Once we got things a little bit more organized, It'll be a little bit. We're gonna have to cut this field here a little anyway, because whatever the goats output's gonna be is gonna be right there dropped. Now that we've brought that up, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. I'm going to grab myself a drink and do a couple of things, and I will be right back. Alright, now that we're back, now what we gotta do is, now that we've done this, we've got them watered. Now what we need is to feed over there. To do that, there's multiple ways you can do it. But for us, for the moment, what we need to do is go into the, I believe we're going to go into the buy menu. We're going to buy some, probably going to have to buy some hay and feed them that way, or grass, or whatever type of feed we're going to give them. It's going to have to be bought at the moment because they're not set up to. I mean, we got plenty of place to. We got plenty of room for grass. We got lots of place to cut grass, and both of these will eat grass. I don't think that we can. I'm gonna try it, but I don't think that this is. Okay, let's open dialogue. I don't think we can feed them any easy way from here. I don't think it's something that is an option. Yeah, so what we're going to have to do is look through our store menu. And find out what feed we want to buy, and then we're going to have to buy the feed, and then we are going to have to find a way to transport it. So the store is right here. Used vehicles, packs. Do we have packs for, okay, we got animal packs. Okay, well see, these are the packs we're going to want. Pig feed, horse feed, chicken feed. Those come in packs. Now, hay. Can we buy hay? There's got to be a way. I'm almost certain there's a way. I'm pretty sure there was a way to do it before. These are packs. We don't want packs, I guess. So these are our animals that we own. Their water's good. Their water's good. Meadow, 40%. Meadow, 100%. So I guess they can eat just meadow. But the meadow's going to need a break at some point, so it's going to need a time to grow back, I'm assuming. So we're going to have to find a way to feed. So again, I'll turn to my viewers, and if you see something that I don't, or know something that I don't yet, let me know, because I'm really, at this point, what I think is best is to either buy grass or buy hay and feed them that. Available. Grain mill, sorghum, wheat, furniture, Okay, let's. Bakery won't have grain mill. Well, what? Sawmill, spinner, retailer shop, wagon builder. So with the grain mill, we could go back to that lady and find out. It's not gonna be canning, won't be carpentry, barrels, bathtubs, buckets, grain mill, barley, oat, sorghum, wheat. Animals. I really don't see anything other than chicken feed and horse fodder, and pig feed. Well, maybe we'll get set up in the. So to do that, what does it take? Let's see what it takes. Obviously a mower, which is okay. If we buy a mower, we'll be able to do some mowing jobs as well. Production chains. Contracts, animals. Huh. There has got to be. Okay, hotspots. If we look at hotspots, that's our farm right there. Okay, right here. Contracts. I wonder if this store here. You know, I'm going to check out that one store there and see if that store maybe what they have there. Because I'm assuming that. Can we just go there? Okay, so there's a. Next to this store, we're gonna see if open pallet. Thanks. Okay, this is wood and stuff. Okay, butter. Okay, so this is like a warehouse. They have like it's like a bile. That's what this is. So I'm gonna go back to the other one. But I'm gonna actually visit the store to see if it makes a difference. I doubt it makes a difference, but yeah, that's what I thought. Animal dealer. So combines, tipping stations, productions, other. Okay, so here we have gas, probably a sawmill over there, I'm guessing. So right now it's a little bit complicated, I guess. Settings, help, quick game. Okay. That's a soil composition map. Hotspots. Okay, hotspots. Vehicles, combines, tipping stations, loading stage productions, animals. Okay, that shows the actual animals. Contracts, other. Okay. Owned and available. So these are just production chains I can buy. Really? How are we gonna feed these animals if we don't know how? It doesn't look like the store is gonna be. 'Cause I thought before we used to be able to buy from the store bales. Like that was just a thing. Maybe I'm not looking at it right. Animal dealer, it doesn't have. So, used vehicles, packs, there's got to be something in here. Got to be. Transport category, transport. Chaff. Right here, hay, but this is hay equipment. Packs, vehicles, packs, used vehicles, mods, other brands. Like this is all machinery. Here we go. Exactly what I was looking for. Jeez, took me long, but we got it. So we're gonna buy some hay bales, and we're probably gonna have to buy something to haul them in, which is fine. Um, or there may be a way to get it delivered. I wonder if Big Bags feeds, what is it? Solid fertilizer, road salt, pig food, seed lime, oat, So big bags don't come in anything that we want. Solid seed, same thing, nothing we want. Pallets, nothing here we need. So we're gonna go with I might end up taking back something I said before because I'm probably gonna have to lease a piece of equipment because the straw around bales of hay. So I'm gonna bring a few bales of hay over, drop them to my. I'm gonna start with 5. Hang on, go no. Go with 6 because I believe I can grab 2 at a time. Go with 6 for now. I'm gonna see how. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not fully sure how I'm gonna get these back to my farm, but I'm gonna buy those. If I go outside the store, I'm at the right store. Yeah. Okay. So here's our hay. I'm going to lease myself a piece of equipment. Unless I can buy I don't know, I'm not sure. There's auto load trailers. Now, if they're in game now, I'm not sure because I haven't looked through the vehicles and the equipment enough to know. But it would be really cool if they were because I know that there used to be auto load trailers that you could pick up. If worst comes to worst, I can always lease a skid steer or something and load with that. But is this is what the belt system? This is not what I want. I'm looking for trailers or load loaders. You know, it's doing something the first time is a little confusing sometimes. Combine, consumables. What do they got under consumables? I wonder. No, herbicide. Spreaders. Flatbed trailers. Let's see if load loaders. If under load loaders, we have anything that's auto load. Load loader. Probably not. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're gonna have to buy ourselves something to haul it with, and then lease ourselves lease ourselves something to load it onto. I mean, I got that little dinky trailer, but that's gonna be. What if I just lease a loader with a bale spike? That might be something with a bale spike. How much is it to lease one of these? Base price. Per hour. So do you want to lease it for 10,000? Wow. Just to get those animals fed, that's a lot of money. I mean, yeah, we gotta get the animals fed. Or it's not gonna work out great, but 10,000 to do that. do you got here for trailers? Is there no bale trailers? Changing systems. That's not what I want. Flatbeds. That might be low loaders. Wow. Probably should have looked at things a little bit differently before I'm gonna end up buying myself a forage wagon and a mower, and that's how I'm gonna feed those cows and goats overall. That's how it's gonna get done. But for now, I bought those. So I'm gonna lease myself. It's a little bit on the, okay, how much is it for a skid steer to lease a skid steer? It'll be a little bit more tedious that way, but just because oh, here you go. 35,000. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna, how much to lease it? Just so it's done. Lease. Oh, you know what? That's a lot better than the other price. So we're gonna lease this. And go okay. And I need also a bale spike. And how would I find the bale spike? Front loader. Okay, let's get started. Here, this is what we need. Bale spear. I'm gonna lease that too because I don't need to own it. Okay, so now we got everything from the outside. Let's see how much of this we can pick up. It's a brand new thing. Leasing a brand new thing. They told me it'd be a brand new thing. Okay, now we got this done. I'm going to try and take 2 bales at a time. The farm doesn't deserve time. This is kind of a way of doing things. But sometimes you gotta do things a weird way to get them done. But I'm going to see if for the future, going to buy myself a okay, this is going to be I'm going to take these bales, put them right, I'll put 3 of them to each of these animals and call that good for now, and then I will set myself up with a mowing. I'm going to get a mowing setup going. This is going to be crazy getting home with this, but it'll be funny at least. Okay, we're going there. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. So I'm going to tag just so I don't have to. Okay, there we go. I'll go right to the but it's a little slow. Up this here is the docking on the line. Telling you, this is somebody deliver bill to the inward farm like this. Some crazy stories. Man, this one's crazy. Hope my grandpa's not home. See if we're doing this indoors. Got the new farm. I know what I'm doing after this. Oh, I don't know, buddy, this is my turn. Beef Bale's got a place to be. So go at it. There you go, right. There's more than the players used to do in front of some of the previous they'd wait. Like, they'd do it in the weirdest, oddest places. Like, we've made some real advancements in this game. Gotta say. Grab the next one's a little bit different, I think. Because how they grab these differently, I think it may have worked out a little bit easier. I could have tilted these spikes back a little bit. Put a fork into each of them. They were side by side as opposed to on top of it. I wouldn't be so worried about doing that. Good thing is we're close to home, so because I'm close to home, I'll pick that up in a minute. For now, I'm just going to run this one. Let's see. Lower to the ground. I'll just run this in there and go back and put that other barrel. It's a good pound. They're getting some. I just hope that I can just drop this. Look at this bell. Then figure out what's here. Drop this in the pen, so hopefully not. If I drop it in the pen to get it out, it's going to be having these skids here does make things really handy. These little skid steers can do a lot. This is going to be one piece of equipment we are surely going to buy on this farm. Probably not New Holland, but some fine, so what we're going to buy. try the skid steer. Let's see. If I pop it in there, what's going to happen? That's probably where I need to put it, I'm thinking. Well, grab this one. Up that one. Actually looks like a deep drop radio. If that's the case, that's awesome. That shouldn't be too hard too. Golden. That's really good. These birds here may be able to start. Let's see. Five good fed, so that's a good thing. That's one good. These bad boys. That's the E-hay. There's that in there. Okay. We're good. Nice. So nice. So that worked out good. So I actually bought a lot of hay for the animals that we need. But that's okay, because now we've learned. Cows are fed, our goats are fed. All we need to do is go back and pick up. We're going to have to do a couple more runs. They eat all that hair. Are you kidding me? Oh, 3 cows. These cows better pay off really well. Health is 3%. Food is... I'll throw another bale in there when I come back, I guess. Until they don't eat it anymore. That's insane. What goats are going to do with... to make some good money. I gotta look at how much money they cost and how much money they win. Like these are all things that we're gonna have to keep an eye on. So our feed for them is gonna be a lot cheaper once we are able to get more. I think what I'm going to do is get into the crops and see if we can make some money for those crops to invest even more into this. Once we've concluded, like now, we should be good for food with these guys. There are so many better ways of building, materials. If I had a truck, that little trailer that I got, which is so think you're going to be able to carry 2 bales anyway, so once you get bigger equipment, it will improve drastically. Like I said, if I can grab 2 of those bales, but side by side with the spikes, make that grip a little easier. Yeah. Get them to make it worse. I'm gonna grab like 4, but I don't think it's worth the risk. It does. I think that's a good height for sticking your foot in the guys that height. This will be able to save for this whole thing. Although that one on the left there doesn't look like it wants to stay on the floor. That might not have been a good idea. Slow down, folks. That's not that big deal. See, it didn't look great, but okay. Doing 2 at a time. Better than one. Expect the bumps. The good thing is I think I know my way back and forth and it's pretty easy now. Bad thing is I'm looking at this one, like, I mean, things win, I really don't care, but we've spent 2 hours, we don't have our most breakfast yet. Here, folks. Almost there. So I'm gonna take one of these bales and I'm gonna throw it into the cows and see what happens. Because that third bale that I put in there disappeared. pretty much instant. So I'm hoping that this one sits there for some time. Whoa! Same thing as last time. We got it here. Let's go bolt. It's easy enough to pick up. Doesn't want to stay. Doesn't want to do it. I'm sure it wasn't intended to do it this way, but why not? It works. This is good for 4 balls around the farm. I can so see myself doing this, but I have a loader that's permanently on the farm. It skips through. That's it. Yeah, it's real funny over the whole both. So, there's my spikes in it. I'll forward a little. Now I'm just going to grab one. Put it in our Thomas feeder. I'm content that we found an easy enough way. Even once I have bales in the farm, once I have bales in the farm, then I have a skid steer thing around the farm. It'll be so easy to do these guys. Okay, that's that. Back it out. Let's see. There we go. So that's our second bale. This bale and put it over by the goats area. Alright. So this one will go over here. There's one already there, but I'll put it there, and then it's just when it's needed, it's there. Keep an eye on it and sure animals are good. Like, obviously the goats take a lot less feed than the cows do. So those last 2 that I gotta pick up there from the store, they're gonna be left over by the cows. Give you my word. I'm going to buy, I don't know how, don't know when, but my mission is to get an easier process of feeding. But for now, we gotta do what we can do. I didn't study the process. I didn't look into it the way that I should have. So it worked out that we did it this way. I bought bales without having a way of transporting. Forgot was transport, but I'm getting it done anyway. Getting it done, we're not spending too much money. I mean, we spent quite a bit of money leasing this loader to go back and forth, but considering the way it's going, I think it's going pretty smoothly. With the proper equipment. I mean, if you have unlimited amounts of money, there's much easier ways we can do this. But I'm trying to spend as little as possible because just starting out, it's a bit more difficult. Especially when you don't study things very quickly. see is if there's such a thing as like a bale spike for one of our tractors. Like we could have probably, that's probably one thing we could have done. Like we could have just bought a bale spike for one of our tractors. In all honesty, I just, for the sake of the stream, I kind of find the quickest way, easiest way to do this. So, just give it 1 second. There we go. Back to farm. Last 2 bales, then we can return our lease skids through. We could afford to buy one, but then we're like, we left with like less than 20,000 even. So, too eager to spend that kind of money at this thing. Like we've already spent half the money to start it out with. So what I'm just trying to conserve, this way we only spent the least shit out there. So everything will go smoothly and good. Guys, which is good fine. If this was like farm people, they should understand farmers running along the roads. School bus even is ripping down the road pretty quick. Uh-oh. Didn't scare any of the school kids. It'd be nice to drop off these last 2. I'm going to put them very close to put them back. Them up where the tires are going to get them. We're not going to go through that now, so we're going to have to look into the bale spike scheme, but I don't know. Is it always this fun? Go back to the button. And return that one. It was also there. You guys think the cows are eating that one bale, the second bale I put there already? Okay. They did. Are you kidding? They can have eaten it. There has to be, like, is it like... Probably not really. Food 88.70. Oh, I'll put one more there since it's gonna go there. If we're just piling up to me, that's fine. I just hope this lasts a bit, because 3 cows were eating that much. 8. That's just ridiculous. exciting. Seriously. It says that the cow pasture has 11,250 for food. It's got water, it's got meadow. Hay. Yeah. So 11,250 is the max. I'm thinking 11,250, 2120. So I'm doing 11,250 and 2120. And we'll come back and look at that number again and see what it is at once we pick up this bill. Let me you guys how this sound is for you guys. Yesterday I was using a set tray and you guys were on yesterday's screen. Today's screen left John. Let me know if you see a difference. If you weren't on yesterday's screen, can you let me know if it's decent quality? I will be getting a headset regardless. It's one that I had no longer working. I want to buy a good one. I don't want to just buy any cheap headset, but buy a decent quality headset so you guys get good sound. You get good sound. Can you hit like and subscribe? It would be a huge help trying to get this off and running. I'm not looking to make a living out of it, but if it was to get there, I won't lie, it would be fantastic. But all I'm looking for is just to see if I got support, just to see if I get people watching, just to see if people want me to do this, or if I'm doing something that people aren't enjoying as much as I enjoy doing it. I guess I know I said I was going to put people there, but always not going to have the sticks here. What I'm going to try and do is switch these as close to the boats, so then at least the cows have one sitting there ready to go. Put this nice and close to there, and maybe it'll take it down. Body of Springtime, folks. Perfect time. Put some Z's for this farmer. Drive this loader back. Got ourselves a nice little water area. Worked out. That's your fed. And that's your water. What do we want? Awesome. Biscuits here. There's going to be a spot for everything. These items. So again, just like in the box, I think when you're buying and selling anything involved in a store, go pick it up directly in the store. Usually it's cheaper. I had to go pick up the cars that were returning from the farm. They would have been out of cost. Well, not something. So that was just out at the store. I guess we'll do it the other way. Where is it here? Vehicles. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Challenger. Leasing cost. Okay, right here. So, return. Yes. Okay. And return. Yes. Okay. So now those vehicles have been returned. I'll take you back to our phone. We're looking good. What's Grandpa doing here? Let's see what he's got to say. Let's see.
What's up, kiddo? Sure. Let's see if I have some intelligent thoughts left in my old body. A thriving farm is built on effort, diligence, patience, and knowledge passed down through generations, or shared with anyone. Agree? That's right, kiddo. What's most important to me, of course, is passing the knowledge on. You get it, obviously. But it shouldn't stop with the next farmer in line. Today, a lot of knowledge about farming is not present in the minds of the population. I guess I can somewhat understand. The world is a very dynamic, sometimes overwhelming place. People have a lot on their minds. Still a shame, though. But there will always be farmers, and the knowledge will persist.
Alright. Let me chat with Grandpa a little bit. Let's go check out what our hard work has done for us today so far. Over here. So today we've gotten, yeah, our cows are looking pretty good. Water's good. Health is at 9%. It will go up, the health. I bet you probably once I sleep, come back, their health will be up. Our goats have been fed. About 50-50, I'd say. Oh, it's exactly 50-50 actually. So their health is up to 30% already. And it'll get higher. They have no metal. So I'm hoping, guessing that that number will go up as they eat the hay. Alright, so now that that's done, I think this is a good place for me to end our stream. And I'm very likely, I think I'm going to, next time, or possibly in between streams, I may get these fields up to a growing stage, at least, or possibly even up to harvest. So then we can harvest this, make some money, and buy some more equipment. We're going to need to buy some mowing equipment, and we're going to need to buy some equipment to, basically, I want to get to the point where we're self-feeding, like we're growing our own feed. It'll be better for us financially, and it'll be better for us in labor. So on that note, I'm going to head here to the house, say my goodnight to Grandpa, and I will at the same time say goodnight to you folks. And please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And I will see you all in the next one.